Hey, what's up there, guys? Hey, Jerry back here with Consciousness Awake. In between jobs again here. Got a few minutes, and I want to propose something. I would like to do kind of a series of videos, just like whatever, 10 minutes each, and I would like to kind of dedicate each of those videos to the different energy bodies that are in our auric field. So like this video, I'm going to start with more information on the etheric body, the next layer out, next layer after the physical layer. So I want to talk about that right now in a second, but I want to really kind of take the time and do several videos, several uploads, going from one body to the next body, to the next energy body, next energy body, next energy body, etc., and kind of describe, how I feel it's all connected, and also describe to you from my own witness testimony, my own account of what I've noticed as far as how these different bodies that I have, or that I'm assuming everyone has, what they actually look like, what they look like, and pretty good amount of detail about each of the bodies and what the differences are and whatnot. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see that. If I don't hear from anybody in the comments, I'm just going to assume that I shouldn't do a series on that, and talk about something else, So let me know. So in this video, let's talk about the etheric body. All right, so the etheric body is the first layer of our auric field after our physicality, after our physical body. And the way I see the etheric body, energy body, is it's kind of like a bridge between the physical body and our other energy bodies, our astral bodies. That's the way my perspective is on it. The other thing too is, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but our etheric body is connected to our root chakra, okay, our first chakra. And so that's important to know. And I'm going to talk more about the correlations between the root chakra and our etheric energy body in other videos in the future. Okay, let me know if you want me to talk about that. So since this etheric body is the closest to our physical body, it's the densest. It has the highest density of particles compared to all the astral bodies. Okay, and it also, our human body vibrates at a certain vibration, right? It's very slow. You can't really, looking at someone else's physical form, you can't just sit there and watch their physical body pulsating. And if you are seeing something like that, you're seeing more of their aura, the auric field, the other layers, everything's pulsating. It's not actually the physical body pulsating. So the etheric body, it vibrates faster than the physical body. Okay, the next vibrational frequency up, from physical frequency. And the etheric energy body gives I guess you could say, the vitality, and it kind of helps to organize the physical body through all of the different chakra points, chakra ports. It's all interconnected, okay, and it feeds back and forth. The etheric body, it transmits the energies from the higher up astral energy bodies, and transmits it down into our physical body, physical consciousness. This is the layer that the etheric layer is very connected to our physical life. It's almost like, imagine like what I call the etheric plane, or the 4D. Imagine if that 4D etheric plane, that next layer out, imagine if it's actually just a higher up plane within itself, but within physicality, within this, what we call this physical plane. So it's kind of like we actually are in the fourth dimension. Right now we're in the fourth dimension, but our physical our physical mind, or our consciousness in this body is just not perceiving and being knowledgeable enough about energies, about energy within self. There's a huge connection between energy and your etheric body and your physical body. Okay, so like I said, it's the next layer out from the physical body. It's really connected to our muscles, our tissues, our bones. It's connected to the root chakra, like I mentioned. The colors of the etheric body range from grayish, dark grayish to light blue, or even really blue. It just varies. It depends person to person. For me, I don't see a lot of blue going on. I've seen like a tint of blue through my etheric sight, and kind of just looking at my arms and whatnot, my etheric hands, here and there. There's just very, very little blue, but not like full-on blue. It's just, that's not what I see. But there are some people who, for some reason, they see a lot more blue color in general, not as much of the really, really light blue, but more like grayish and that kind of thing. When you're looking at someone's auric field, if you train yourself to be very clairvoyant and perceive energies, from what I've noticed too for myself, and from what other people have said, typically the etheric energy layer around a human body is usually kind of like a smoky color. It's like a dark gray, lightish gray, very little amount of blue, very minimal. It's like, that blue part of a candle flame, when you look at a candle and that part of the flame that's more bluish, maybe you could just kind of imagine like a really clear, like transparent, fluid, like light blue kind of tint. That's something I definitely do recognize a lot of times. Other thing too, like it vibrates, right? So the actual vibrational rate, the pulsations of the etheric energy body from me looking in a mirror. So remember, like when you're out of body in your etheric body, when you're OBE in your etheric body in your house, you can see the physical mirror. So the mirror that is in your house, you can interact with it. But you can do more with it than just what your human body can do, because you're in an energy body. And so when I'm in my etheric body, looking at myself in the mirror, which I've done many, many times, what you will see is a pulsate. It's vibrating, but it's more of like a pulse, where if you count the pulses, if you're sitting there for let's say a minute and just watching your etheric body in the mirror, it's like a mirror image. It's like almost like a copy, 99% of a copy of your physical form. So you recognize yourself because it looks like you, with the exception that if you watch it closely, you'll see it pulsate. So it's like a candle flame where it's barely flickering, very, very slow, but then all of a sudden it'll just do this like really big flicker, right? So that's kind of what it looks like. And there's probably, from what I've noticed and from what I've researched, there's roughly 15 to 30 or 20 pulses per minute. So it's pulsating a lot if you stare at it enough. So let's talk some more here about the etheric body. I'm at 9 minutes. So basically, like I just said, it's just a 99% of a copy of the physical body. The etheric layer is 1 to 2 inches away from your away from your physical body. There's energy running through it. The micro chakras, major chakras run through the etheric body. The other thing too about the etheric body is when you when you put simple awareness, when you just simply concentrate your consciousness, or if you want to call it your mind, on just the idea of energy within itself, energy moving, energy expanding, etc. When you just kind of just put more awareness on that within itself, it almost stimulates the etheric energy body. It's like, because energy, it almost gets, it's almost like, it's like a magnetic kind of like connection. Like, just the thought of the awareness of just energy within itself, or energy flowing around your body. It's almost like it pulls on that energy body to make it more and more significant, and it likes it, the etheric body likes it when you put some of your focus and thoughts on it. Like when I'm meditating sometimes, or doing an OBE meditation, that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm just really pushing my awareness into my energy field, really, quite honestly, and then then you sense and you can integrate and connect more to the arm of the etheric energy body, or the leg, or whatever the case may be. So that's something to make a note of. The etheric body's, I guess I could describe it as always being in constant motion, but most people, when they are very clairvoyant, or at least a little clairvoyant, when they see energy around a human being, your physical form, that's really kind of what you're seeing, So I just wanted to explain that too, because some people think that, they see this energy and they just think automatically, oh, it's like your light body, or diamond body, or one of your astral bodies, or any of that. People keep missing this first layer out of the etheric layer, and it's such a huge thing in our life, because the etheric body, like I said, it's so much more dense than our astral bodies, and it's almost like it's part of this physical reality, but just at a higher degree, like a little extra dimension, which is what I consider the 4D. All right, well, anyways, I'm at 12 minutes, guys, so I hope I gave you, not too much complicated information about the etheric energy body layer, but let me know if you want me to do like a series of videos going to the next bodies. I'm only going to talk about the bodies that I have seen myself, witnessed myself, my own testimony. I don't want to talk about, whatever else. I just want to focus, at least get my own, experience and perspective in what I've noticed, my data. That's the point of this channel, right? So I'm just kind of stick to that. All right, peace, guys. Talk to you soon.